Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? I am doing great. I am so excited. So today I am going to be working with my mini album template. I called it Travel and I will tell you why. I got inspired. This was the first of the book of the mini album that I did. And I'm going to show you this in detail in just a second. But I did the album specifically for our trip to Gatlinburg that we went to this past summer. And so hence the name Travel, because you know when you go on vacation you travel. So that's why I named it Travel Mini Album Template. So the template is on my Etsy store. So you can go there and purchase it if you like. And this is just a sneak peek of the template itself. And yeah, so I'm excited. We're going to be working in this template for a few days. Well, a few weeks actually, because you know I post a mini album video every Tuesday. So, and then I also have some backgrounds. I'll just show you, I have backgrounds and I have ephemera. This is lace ephemera here, the tags. This is just the plain, this is the dots. This is the grunge. This is the hugs. And this is the daisies. And I also have a love letter one that I will show you. I don't know if I have the ephemeras printed out, but these are actual love letters that my dad wrote one to my mom when he was down here and we were still up in Tennessee. He came down first to get us established, and then we moved down here. So I have a letter from my dad to my mom. I have a letter from my grandmother to me. I have a letter from my mom to me. I have letters from me and Amanda to each other, and I have a letter from me and to Barry. So they're all handwritten, personal, and that's why they're blurry, so you can't really read what they say. But I also purposefully made them light because I didn't want them to overwhelm what was going on in the book. So, but there's also the templates. Each template has background. So there's the lace one, and here's the hugs one, and these are all on my Etsy store. So you have the plain, just the plain template, and then you have a template with a background if you want it that way, individually as well. And then I also have some combos if you want more than one. And of course the combos, if you they do have the plain template with it as well. And then I also have a bulk one with all the templates, all 7 of them. And that was the dots. Here's the daisies. So, same thing with the ephemera. I have the plain ephemera by itself, and then I have the combos of the ephemeras and background. The background comes with the ephemera, and then I have just the bulk, and that's all 7 of the templates for the ephemeras. So I'm so excited. I love this little book. This is, like I said, this was the very first one that I did, and I made it too narrow. I did a 1/2 inch spine instead of an inch spine, and I could not fit everything that I wanted into the book. So when I redid the template, when I decided, because at first I wasn't going to make a template, and then after I saw how cute it was and I loved it, I'm like, I'm making a template for that because it's just too cute. So then I decided to go with an inch, which is perfect. It gives you enough room that you can embellish, because you know I love to embellish, and to put stuff in here that you want. So let's go through. This is the one I wanted to show you done. It doesn't have anything in it, but it will at least show you some of the stuff that you can do with it. I have a doily die cut, and that's what that is, and it's just too cute. And then I have flower die cut. I made a little flower. I thought that was cute. This is just a paper clip that you can take on and off with a little pearl on it. I thought that was so cute. And then here's the daisy. Oops, yeah. Here's the daisy ephemera, one of the tags with the daisy background on it. This was part of the paper line, and I just made a little flip out of it. Again, here's the doily die cut, and here's another ephemera with the daisies on it. And then if we open it up, because we will start, when we're making the book, we're going to start with the back and move our way forward. And it's an accordion style. I have never made a book like this. And it was so easy and so much fun. I just loved it. That's what I decided to do for this book. So this has a flip and it has an insert. And on the back is the love letter. So I did the love letter. And as you can see, it is very faint. But again, I did that on purpose. So if you write on the back, it won't be distracting. So, yeah. And then over here we have a belly band. And again, we have a tag or the ephemera. And this is an insert with the love letter background from the template itself. Not the ephemera template, but from the main template. And then if we open up, we have a double pocket flip with a little bit of ephemera. And what I did with this little tag is I just took the tag from the love letter template. As you can see, it's very faint. And I just traced it and cut out one out of the paper. So you can also do that. I wanted to show that you can also just trace it if you just wanted to add paper on, or even, well, I'll show you that in a minute. But here's another ephemera with the love letter and the daisies. And here's a tight belly band with the ephemera insert. Again, this came from the template. If it's an insert, it comes from the template. So it's not an ephemera. Sorry, that's actually from the, oh no, that is from the ephemera. I'm sorry. Oh. Here's the pockets with the inserts. Yeah, I left the back. This was just from the plain template, in case you wanted to do writing on the back. That goes all the way down. And then over here we have a flip and then a tight belly band. And then this is the ephemera with the love letter, but then I traced and put another piece of design, pattern paper on it. So there's that option as well, if you don't want the back to be plain. And like here's another belly band, and see that's plain on the back. So if you wanted, you could just trace this out and put it on there. We will be using a 1/2 inch punch, and the template is used for a 1/2 inch punch. If you don't have a 1/2 inch punch, do not panic. You might have to cut it a little bit shorter because the punch will take off some, and the mats will be off as well. So the mat in the template is all used for a 1/2 inch punch, and that is in the template so that you will know that you'll need a 1/2 inch punch. But I have several, and I'm like, I never use them, so I wanted to use them. And again, I did this first and then I decided, oh, I want to make a template, so that's where it came from. So let me just show you this quickly, because this actually has, a lot of people always ask, I see this a lot on different Facebook groups, like, okay, once you do the books, what do you do with them? You know, it's like a common question. It's like, I don't understand what you do with them. So here is mine completely filled. So my flip here, we went to Gatlinburg, and we went to a place called East Alcatraz, and it's like this criminal place. So we got to do our thumbprints. So those are each of our thumbprints. You know, and then you get to be goofy and take your picture in a lineup. And, you know, as you see, I'm smiling. Barry and Amanda's taking it seriously. And I'm like, hey, y'all. But so that, and then on the back is, oh, I just stamped on the back of that. And so, but it's easy to put your memorabilia in there. And then over here, another pictures, a couple of pictures of us in Alcatraz. And then on the insert itself, I actually wrote about the trip, about this, about us going to this place. So that's on there. And then in the double pockets, again, I just wrote on the back of the ephemera, you know, a little bit about our trip. We went to Cades Cove here, which is my favorite place on the planet. And we had lunch, so that is us eating lunch. And then here's a picture of the river there at Cades Cove. So I wrote about that and stuck it in the flip pocket there. And then over here, again, on the inserts, I wrote about what we did on our trip, on the way to the trip. This actually, we went to the Wax Museum, so I put our tickets in there to be, you know, to remind me of us going to the Wax Museum. You couldn't take pictures in there. So, oh yeah, we put them on our phone, I think, and they were not very good pictures because you couldn't use flash and stuff. And then this page, these two pages, this is what prompted me to make the spine bigger, because I wanted to even put more stuff in here and I couldn't because it just was not big enough. And then here's a picture of the mountains. So that is what you can do with these books. So I just wanted to show that. So now, with all of that said, all of the nitty-gritty gone away, let's get started on actually making the cover today and possibly the back pocket, depending on how long this video is. I don't want it to be too long. And at the end of the video, be on the lookout because there will be a coupon code for 50% off of everything in my Etsy store. So I just wanted to show you the paper line that I'm using for this book. I got it at Joann's. I thought it was so cool. And so I'm using that for the matting. So therefore I'm going to be using black chipboard and cardstock. So the first thing that we need to do is, I've already cut out everything that I need to just save time. So I've cut out from page 1, or rather it's page 2, not technically page 1. No, yes, it's page 1. I'm sorry. Alright, from page 1, I've cut out 2 of the covers and spine. I've cut out 4 spines, and I've cut out 1 inside cover. And again, this is all in the guides. The guide tells you exactly how many you need. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so we have our front, let me show you. I'll show you on the little one since it's not embellished. This is the front, and this is the back, and this is the inside cover. So we have 2 of the front and back, or you know, one of A, 2 of A's. So here's A, here's C. So you're going to take 1 spine and put it there. And then you're going to take another spine and put it there. Oh, we only need 2 spines. Why was I thinking we needed 4? We only need 2. Sorry. Well, I got 2 extra here. We only need 2 spines. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking of the hinges. So here's our spine. So we have A, B, C, because it will end up folding up. Now the hinges are 1 inch wide by the length of your spine, right? And we're going to need 4 for the outside, and if you don't like for the crevices to show, then you need to do 4 more. So you need 8 altogether. So I've got them already here, and once you get them cut out, then you need to try to get your thing off there. You're going to score them at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and score all 4 of these. And I've made 8 because I like for everything to be covered in my books. Let me try to show you what I'm talking about in the big book. You see how you don't see the chipboard because that is a edge right there. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, because a hinge is going to go here, a hinge is going to go here, a hinge will go there, and a hinge will go there. And that's the outside, and then so the inside will need them just in the exact same spot. So that's why we need 8 altogether. If you want to cover the edges inside your book, if you don't mind that, it's your preference. Whatever you want to, how you want your book to look. I'm not going to tell you. It's your book. It's your vision. Alright, and that's what I like about this book too, is that it is very versatile. You can use the flips and pockets in different places as well. Okay, so I'm going to move that over to the side. I'm going to put this up because I don't need it yet. Alright, so now that we have these cut and scored, now what we need to do is we need to notch them if you want. Now, you don't have to. If you don't notch them, that's Amanda's cat. If you don't notch them, then it will be just like that. So it's up to you. And I don't think, you know what? I don't think I'm going to notch them this time. I think I'm going to leave them squared. Because if you notch them, they kind of, well, you can't really tell on there, but I mean, it's kind of got like a little, like a V looking thing. And so you can really tell it more inside than you can outside. So maybe on the outside I will notch them. I mean, you can tell it faintly. But again, it's your preference, the way that you want your book to look. No, I think I'm going to leave them. I think I'm going to leave them straight. We'll just see what that looks like. And again, if you want to notch them, it's really easy. You just take it from this corner to that corner, flip it, and do the same thing. And then you can notch it. Alright, so somehow I have glitter all over my desk. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to take my score tape and I'm going to go ahead and put the tape onto the hinges. And I'm going to do this for all 8 of them. So I'm going to do that off camera. So when I come back, I will have tape on all of the hinges. So I will be back. Okay, so I've got them all. And if you are going to ink, now would be the time to ink. But because it's black, I'm not going to worry about inking the hinges or the covers or anything like that, because you really won't see it. Now, on my other book, I did end up inking those, so we're good on that. I have lost my glue stick. Oh no. There you are. Trying to hide for me. Because you know we'll need it. Alright, so again, A goes to B goes to A goes to B goes to C. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of glue stick because I want to make sure that I'm getting it on well. And you want it right on the edge, but not over, you know, not too close, not over. Okay, come here. Now I know why you notch it if you want, because it's kind of hard to get it exactly on the edge. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take my bone folder and squish it down. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing over here with the spine. But what we want to do though, we want to make sure that we're leaving a little bit of gap. We don't want to go all the way up like this, because if you do, your book's not going to open very well. So leave about, oh, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch wide gap probably would be good. 1/16 of an inch. So there we go. Because you want your book to be able to open and close. Okay. Alright, so same thing we're going to do over here. We're going to add this piece. You can either add it to your hinge or you can add it to the back cover or the A. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. I think I'm going to go ahead and add it to, I think I'm going to add it, let's just keep working in the way that the book's going to go. So I'm going to add it to the hinge, but I want it this way. Alright, it really wouldn't matter, but alright. And if my head's in the way, I apologize. Alright. Okay. And then go this way. And again, I'm going to go this way. I'm trying just to make sure, I kind of got it at an angle too before I lay it down to make sure that I'm where I want it to be. It looks about like 1/16 of an inch. Little gap there. And I'm making sure too that I'm lined up this with the edges. That's important too. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could stop and there's your cover. I mean, you don't have to do the other part if you don't want to. That's what I'm saying. This is very versatile. But I had never done a cover like that either. Well, I kind of sort of did with my first Genevieve design team project. So I guess I kind of sort of had, but I've never done it like with an album. And I actually, the first time I did it, it was one whole continuous piece of chipboard. I used a 12 by 12 to do it. And then just scored. So if you want to do that, well, again, it was just 1/2 inch. But I wanted to make it a template, so you can't do a 12 inch, so I had to cut it. Plus, I wanted to make it bigger, too. Alright, again, I'm just lining it up as best as I can. And then I'm going to put the spine on. A little bit of glue stick. And again, I'm kind of putting it at an angle so that I know before I lay it down. Okay. And let's varnish that down. All right, we're getting there, aren't we? All right, and again, our last little hinge here. Okay. Wow. A little bit of glue stick just in case. And I'm on the edge, making sure. And down it goes. Okay, so we've got our cover done. Just making sure all this is. So this is the back side. So it looks like that. Cute, cute, cute. So there we go. Right? All right, so now this is what I'm talking about. If you don't mind that, then you don't have to do the same thing for the inside to cover that up. If you don't mind that. Now on the black, I don't mind it as much on the black as I do with the craft color or this color card chipboard, because it's not pretty to me. But the black, because it's black on black, oh, I kind of don't mind it, actually. Huh. Now I'm contemplating on not putting these on. But if you did, you're going to do the exact same thing. Put it down, and then put it this way, and then that's going to be covered. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I'm going to tell you why, even though I don't mind that, because once you get your pages in and stuff like that, you really will not see it. However, I think it helps, you know, there's two reasons for it. It not only is pleasing to the eye, right? I mean, it looks better, but it also helps your book. It's another, you know, hinge. So it's going to make your book be more stable for opening and closing. So it's also functional. That's the word I was looking for. It's pleasing to the eye, but it's also functional. It gives more stability to your spine. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. So I'm going to just fast forward through this part of the video. I'm going to keep it in just in case, you know, you need another look, but I'm not going to make it in real time. Okay, so now that you've got it all on there, what you need to do is take your bone folder and very gently, as you're pushing, you know, pulling the cover up, just score that inside hinge so that it will work, so that the cover will open. Actually, let's see. This one's a little thinner. I like it better. Okay. Alright. And then do the same thing over here. Gently. I'm not doing it very hard. Not putting a lot of pressure on it at all, actually. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so it will look like this when all said and done. Alright, now before we go any further, I can see that some of my edges are sticking out, so I'm just going to take my scissors and trim that so that it's all flushed. It doesn't seem like it's that bad. Little one right here. And we are talking about paper. Paper likes to do its own thing sometimes, which is fine. You know? Alright, let's see. There's still a little, you need a little trim. Again, I'm just cutting the paper. I'm not cutting the chipboard. There. Yep. Oh, wait. That was the right way. Okay, because as you can see, the inside, Gina, you had it right this time. Okay, yes. Because the inside is shorter than the outside. And that's what we want. Okay, so now that the cover is done, sorry, Amanda came in, had to do a little chit chat with my baby. Now that the cover is done, now we need to, I'm not going to put the magnets on quite yet because I don't know if that's what I'm going to use. I probably will, but I don't know yet. But I went ahead and cut out the pages because that's what we need to do next. And those are on page 2. I'll show you page 2. And now, in order to make just 6 pages, which is what my book has, the one that I did, you only need 1 and then a half of 1. Now you can do 4 if you want, or you know, both things, and that will give you 8 pages. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 on the back side. So you'll have 8 pages. So it's up to you on how much you want the book. But I'm here to tell you that this book is already, with all my embellishing, because you know I do love to embellish, and so it's kind of fat as it is. So I don't even know, because you know I put like brads on it and stuff like that, and it's already kind of hard to close. So you know, I mean, not really, but not like this one. I mean, this one, I have to move it to close it, which is fine. But just keep that in mind on how big you really want, how thick you want it. I'm going to go ahead, because I think I'm going to pretty much do what I did in this book. I might tweak a little bit of the pages, because, you know, I don't like doing the same thing twice, really. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off this part because I only need 1 and a half of these. Okay, so let me cut this off and I will be right back. Okay, so now we have to figure out how it's going to go in our book because this will be adhered to our back cover. And it needs to go like this. Because it opens, and then it opens like this. So I'm going to put tape right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my page. I've never done accordion like this before in an album, so this was very cool to me. And I'm just doing it this way. I'm going to just line it up like this so that it just squishes down like that. Okay, so we're going to put it there, and it's going to open like that, and open like this. Like this, like this. Okay, So now I need to put tape here, and I'm going to double this tape up because this is my page and I don't want them going anywhere, right? I mean, you don't want this falling out. So let me just put 2. Of course, if you have thicker tape, but I don't. I just have this 1/4 of an inch tape that I love. The score tape. I get it off of Amazon, if you're wondering where I get it. You get like 3 rolls at a time, I think. Okay. So, I'm just going to take the backing off. Well, come on. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of glue stick. Alright. And now, okay, so our hinge, our spine is right there. So we want it kind of close to that. And then our other spine is right there. So we want to keep it, again, probably about 1/8 of an inch away from there. And actually, let me move it. It's like surgery. You gotta be precise. Well, not really. Okay, I'm no surgeon. Alright. And just burnish it down. And then there we go. And everything should be able to close, and everything look good, and everybody be happy. And there we go. Alright, so there's our page. Page is in. So yay. And the good thing about paper is if it is giving you a problem, you can always maneuver it and manipulate it with your bone folder. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do a back pocket. Sure, why not? So, I've already got everything that I need cut out. So, I'm going to be using, okay, that is not a flip, that's a pocket. This must have been my flip. Alright, so I'm going to put my flip down. Actually, I am going to do my flip first because I wanted to put all this down first before I actually put my mat down here because I want to cover this hinge and I'm going to cover the hinge of the flip. Now the flip is on page number 3. Page 3 it's on, and I forgot to score it. But if you ever get lost, it's just a 1/2 inch score. If you forget to draw the line, it's just a 1/2 inch. Alright, so, and then I'm going to notch it. And again, you notch by doing like that, cutting like that. But I'm going to do that off camera so I can put it in my little trash thingy over here. Alright, so now we're going to be using our punch at the bottom of this because I want it to look fancy. And I think I'm going to continue. I'd actually thought about using a different punch because this will make the 3rd time that I've used this punch, but I just love it. Okay, now the dogs bark after the mailman goes by. Let me put you on hold. Hold on. Okay, but I just love it, so I'm going to go ahead and use it again. So, I'll show you this, how to use the punch, and then from now on, I won't show this part, or I'll fast forward through it because, you know, once you know. But some people, you know, like I had to go look and how to really use it. So this little part is where the punch actually comes out. So you kind of want to make sure that your paper is in between here. And then you make sure it's to the edge here. And you push down on it. And then you're going to have something that looks like that. So then you just line that up with the little circles going on there. And you just keep doing that. And I do it in little small amounts so that I know that I'm getting it all. And then like that. And then voila, there you go. You are all punched out. Cool beans. Isn't that cute? I think the next time I make this book, I will end up going with a different border. Only because, just to change it up. But I do like that border. I think it's sweet. It's cute. Alright, so now what I want to do is I'm going to put tape on my flap, or my tab, my hinge, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to put it down, and then our flap is on here. And then we can mat. So we want to try to put everything that we can down first, so that the little hinges and tabs are covered. And I'm going to do it about right there. And there we go. Oh, isn't that precious? Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my paper down, which I'm using this for my background. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I think it's going to be so cute. I might need to bring this up a little bit, but I kind of want that to stay with the page. So let me just trim. I'm just going to trim off probably a 1/16 of an inch on this. So let me do that, and I will be right back. And then I'm going to just ink the edges with black. I am going to go with my black StazOn for this. I know a lot of people stay away from black, but I kind of like it. Sometimes it gives elegance to things, I think. Right, and then I just need my old Fabri-Tac, and I'm down low, so it's going to throw up on me, which I can't stand. I really need to get, I've read too that you can use, like, cake icing bottles, and I would think that, like hair, like what you mix your hair color in, I would think that would work as well, to keep it from bubbling out. Alright, so there's that. Oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? Uh-oh. Let me move it over just a little. It's kind of hard on black cardstock though, really, to see your edges. I just need to move it over just a tad. That's the good thing about Fabri-Tac, it lets you move it. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do my pocket. And again, what am I thinking? I forgot to put my lines on, but that's okay. It's just 1/2 inch. Ah, can't believe I did that. But I remembered to put the circle, because that was important to me. Alright. So, no problem. Alright, what I want to do is, I do want to show you that you can use a punch, like it's an inch punch, and if you don't have the best of cutting skills, because Lord knows I don't, and you can kind of line it up. I'm hoping y'all can see that. I'm lining it up with my pencil mark, and that way you can just use it to cut out that if you're not very good at fussy cutting, which again, I'm not that great. I mean, I'm getting better at it because I do it more often, but that's just an option. And if you don't have that, it's no big deal. You just cut it out or leave it. If you don't like that and you want to leave it, you can leave it. It's totally your book. You decide what you want to do with your book. Oh, I'm just notching these. Alright, so now we have something that looks like this. And what I want to do is I want to put a magnet. I want to put it here, and so that it's, because the mats should go all the way up to where the border starts, because that's the look I wanted to go for. I didn't really want to have a gap for the mats. That was just my preference. And again, you may want the little, you know, area there. That's up to you. If you do, just cut your mats a little bit longer, like a 1/16 of an inch longer. Okay. Who am I to tell you how you need to do your book? Alright. I'm sure, yep, it'll work. Alright, these magnets, I get these from Home Depot. They're extremely strong. I mean, they are like holy cannoli strong. And so therefore, they are almost a booger bear. And if you're from the South, you know exactly what that means to work with. So, it means that they are a pain in the booty to work with. Because even though you put your tape down, because they're so strong, it wants to take it, even if with the tape down. That's how strong they are, and even with that paper in between. But I've got them where I want them. Now, another trick with these magnets, though, in order for them to have that good, strong connection, they have to be exactly on top of each other. If they're not, they're not that, I mean, it just won't work. So keep that in mind too. Alright, so I've already got my mats cut out. Oh, I got a little messy there. And so they should go just like that, which they do. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and mat this guy. I want to go ahead and mat the pocket. And again, I've already traced out where that hole is going to be. Now you can use a 1.5 punch to cut this out, or you can use your scissors, whatever one you want to do. I'm using the punch only because I don't trust myself cutting it out. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so that is that. And now the last thing to do is to do our insert. So again, I have my insert here, and I want to put a border on the end of it. Beautiful. Alright, it's actually going to go this way. And on this one, I wanted to try something a little different. Because like on this book, what I used was my love letters template to get a backing to that. But what I want to do on this book, I think, is I want to actually emboss on the back. I thought that would be really cool. So, I have several stamps here. that I think I want to use. Let's see, this is a little floral arrangement. Will it work? Might be too big. But since there's keys, I have these key ones, so I think I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to use the keys. And I'm going to use white pigment ink on it. Let's see, I think I want one there. Maybe do something like this. And then put this one here. Yeah, okay. So let me stamp that. Well, it's fresh in my mind. Y'all, I need to get a new set of these because, you know, I do mixed media. I love doing mixed media. It is one of my favorite things to do. I'm not joking. I love it. But all my tools get kind of ugh, you know. And that's fine if it looks like that. I'm okay with that because I'm going to be embossing. Because this pigment ink does not dry. You have to heat set it. So it's perfect for embossing, I've found. But it also is grungy. Alright, let's see. What way did I want it? I wanted it kind of sort of like this, didn't I? Yeah, it'll be alright, whatever way it is. Alright, oh my. See, isn't that cute? I like it. I like it just like that. And you can leave it just like that if you don't want to emboss, but you just have to heat set it. But I'm going to emboss it because I live dangerously like that. Alright. Again, this was Studio G pigment ink that I used. Alright, so just going to move this stuff out of my way. Now my embossing powder, where did you go? Uh-oh. Well, I had it all out. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. Everything hides from me in my room. Alright, so I've got these from Stampendous. I got them from Joann's. I used a coupon because they are a little bit expensive, but I had a 50% off. And what's so cool though is that it's called Shabby Blue and Shabby Pink colors. They actually, I think, will go, and I think I'm going to use this Shabby Blue. Okay, let's just hope this works. This embossing powder is a little weird, I'm not going to lie, because it's kind of got like marbles or something. I don't know. Alright, and now what I want to do is I'm just going to move this over to the side. I will put that back in the container in a minute. Now I need my heat tool. I'm going to zap it. Love it. Oh, now be careful because it will smudge. But see, I think that's perfect for the back of your insert because you don't want it to be too busy in case you want to write stuff on there. So I love it. I love it. Alright, I'm hoping that it's dry enough. Alright, so now what I want to do on the front is I'm just going to go ahead and mat it. Alright, there it is. Isn't that adorable? Come here, come here, come here. Okay. So, there's the insert. Oh, I love that idea about embossing. I probably will do that on all my inserts if I don't have a back to it. we're hung. We're hung. Did I not go in there? Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Adorable. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Love it. I am in love. Love. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it already. Loving it already. So there we go. Cute. All right. So that's it. So the next video I will do page 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll do 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do 4, 5, 6. And then we'll embellish. So 3 more videos. Oh my goodness. I love it. I am in love. I am in love. Love, love, love. It's Friday and I'm in love. Okay. The Cure. Alright. So I'm going to say adieu. And let y'all go. So I'll see you in the next video. Again, oh, let me tell you the code. The coupon code. The coupon code is, oh my gosh, I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. It's TMA, like Travel Mini Album. So TMA 50. So use that. It will be down in the description. I'll put the coupon code down there somewhere. You're going to have to find it. But that's my coupon code. So TMA 50. So use that and you can get 50% off anything and everything in my Etsy store. So there you go. Alright y'all, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it and subscribe if you've not already subscribed, and if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for every time I post a video, because you don't want to miss out on the next pages. Alright y'all, y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.